welcome to the Joy Talk, my ladies. I hope you are all doing so well. The Joy Talk, your curated space to living your purposeful life. I'm your host, Vanessa Joy, and I am here to help my women out here do business, life, and everything in between your way. And now, speaking about life, purpose, and everything in between our ways, this week's episode is for all my ladies out here who are just trying to figure out, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? Like, what am I supposed to be doing with my life? What do I want to do with my life? What's my life purpose? What do I love? What do I actually care about? What am I trying to bring as a value in this world? What am I trying to do with my life, my career, my everything? Like, ladies, this is a big, valid question. And this is a question that is going to come back over and over again in our lives. Like, figuring out what's our life purpose, figuring out what we want to do with our lives. This is a very foundational and valid question that is going to come in our lives as women. And we are here today to figure out some tools and some processes that can help us, guide us in figuring this out together, my ladies. Okay. First of all, I want to set this disclaimer, okay? We are ever evolving beings, okay? That means that we are going to evolve, and the things that we are going to want are going to change, and where we are in our lives also is going to influence what we want in our lives, what we want as purpose. So maybe in our 20s and in our 30s, we're looking to push through in our career. And maybe in our 40s and our 50s, we're trying to be more present for the family. Like, it doesn't really matter what you truly want. It just has to be aligned with what you truly desire in the moment and what you feel is important to you. So it's okay to be like, today my life's purpose is this, and then realize that 10 years from now that wasn't it's not your life purpose anymore. Like, it's okay that things change. Okay, that's my big disclaimer. Now, to help us move through this whole process of what do I want to do in my life? What's my life purpose? What am I out here trying to do? What do I want to accomplish? I want to help us think of all these questions by using the IKIGAI process and concept. The IKIGAI concept is a Japanese concept, and it's really about truly finding your essential soul and finding your essence and finding your life's purpose, okay? This is really what it does. It's a diagram, and it helps us dissect every single piece of our lives and every single piece of us that will allow us to figure out our life's purpose. Are we ready for this? Because I know I am. Okay, first of all, Ikigai, like I said, it comes from a Japanese term. It's a Japanese concept. Iki means your life, your reason to live, okay? And Gai means your reason to live. Sorry, I totally messed this whole thing up, okay? I'm just too excited. Can you tell? Iki is to live, okay? And Gai is your reason. So an Ikigai is your reason to live. Now, I find this pretty deep. We're not trying to say that our career is a reason to live, or what we're trying to do is the reason that we want to live. I think personally in my mind, there's just so many deeper layers on why we are living here and what's our reason to live. So use this kind of in a way where you figure out what you truly want to do. I use Ikigai, it says in its definition, it's our reason to live. I would say it's a purpose. It's your purpose. It's your purpose in the moment. It's your vocation. It's something that matters to you. It's how I want to live my life. I would say Ikigai is choosing how you want to live your life and not making it so heavy in a way. It's this is my reason to live. Because if you have kids, if you have parents, if we have God, we got everything. We're very spiritual beings. And it's there's many reasons for us to live and not just our vocation. So I really want to put that disclaimer because that's really important. Okay, so Ikigai is our purpose. What is our purpose? Now, Ikigai is a diagram, okay? It has 3 bubbles, and in each 3 bubbles, there's a connection. But first, it starts with figuring out these 3 bubbles in order to help us figure out what our career should be like, what our purpose should be like, what we should be kind of doing as a next step. So the first bubble is, what do you love? What is it that you love? Like, what is it that you love that you would do even if we didn't pay you to do it? Like, you wake up in the morning and be like, I love doing this. This is part of my life and I love this, okay? So that's my first bubble. What do I love? What is it that I love so much? My second bubble is, what does the world need? What does the world need? Like, what is it that the world needs today? That is a very, very, very powerful question, okay? And once again, it doesn't have to be that deep. Like, literally, you can be working in fashion industry, in beauty industry, and you could be like, well, clearly people need medical care, people need food, people need water, people need things that to survive, and I'm just out here loving makeup and I really want to like help people feel good. Like, this is okay. Like, this is something that the world needs. Like, people need to dress, people need to feel good, people need to feel comfortable in their own skin. Like, it's okay. Like, it doesn't have to be so deep. There's so many times where we speak about things we love and care about and our purpose, and we feel like we're not doing that much. Like, we're not like Dalai Lama level. We're not like really, creating this huge humanitarian impact. Like, that's okay. We do things in our own way, and we tend to forget how much people need the things that we are doing, or people need the different industries that we work in much more than what we think about, so let's not think about what the world needs at the first layer. Like, yes, we need water, we need shelter, we need food. These are our survival needs. This is like the Maslow hierarchy of needs. Yes, we need these things, but we need to socialize, we need to love, we need to create, we need to dress up, we need to feel good. And these are things that are very important in the world's needs, okay? So that's another disclaimer. I got a lot of disclaimers for you, my ladies, today. What do you love? What does the world need? Now, between these two bubbles, there comes a line, and this is your mission. This is a mission, okay? So between what you love and between what the world needs is your mission. It's a mission statement that comes into play, okay? Now, my third bubble, there's actually four bubbles. You know what I'm thinking? My third bubble is, what can you be paid at? What can you be paid for? What can you be paid for, okay? So what can you be paid for means, what can you do in order to monetize the thing that you want to do? Like, what is it that you can be paid for? This is very important, because we can have a life's purpose, but it doesn't become like a vocation or a career. It doesn't become something that we do something with, we don't monetize it, and that's okay. But right now we're trying to figure out the question of like, what do I want to do with my life? More in a way where I'm trying to build something for myself. So we need to get paid, my ladies, because we all love to do things. Like, we all love to do things, but we need to get paid, because we need the paper to survive in this world, okay? So our third bubble is, what can I get paid for? And now, between my bubble of what can I get paid for and the bubble of what the world needs, this becomes my vocation. Like, this is a line, this is the bridge. The bridge is vocation. What is my vocation? What is it that the world needs, and what is it that I can get paid for becomes my vocation. Like, okay, the world needs to feel good. The world needs to dress up. I can get paid for being a marketer on a beauty brand, and I can get paid for, building trends, and I can be paid for being a buyer at a fashion brand. My vocation becomes this. It becomes part of this. You know what I mean? Like, we're not done in the circle, but it becomes this. Like, you're able to say, my vocation is to make sure that I find the best quality ingredients in beauty products in order for women to feel good. And this becomes my vocation because I can get paid for that. You know what I mean? Like, yes, we don't take what the world needs at the first layer, but you can take it at the third layer. Like, if you really care about clean beauty, for example, well, you can go deeper in that, and that becomes a little bit clearer every time. Now, my fourth bubble is, what are you good at? What are you good at? What are you good at? Like, this is also very important, because we can, yes, be out here trying to figure out what we want to do, but if we're not good at the things that we want to do, we're not going to feel very good about ourselves. So it's very important to do something that we are good at, like, of course, you know. So between what you're good at and what you can get paid for, this becomes your profession. This is the career. This is the career here. Like, what can I get paid for? And what am I good at becomes my profession, becomes my career, okay? This is what I do as a living. Yes. Okay? And now after, what am I good at? And the bridge to what I love, this was my first component. I wish I had a diagram. Girls, ladies, I should have had a diagram because I hope you guys are following, but I'm going to have all of this in the comments so you can follow a little bit better, so you can dissect this. But we're going to go in circles again to just reiterate everything. What am I good at and what I love? The bridge between these two bubbles is passion. So what am I passionate about? What am I good at and what do I love becomes my passion, of course, because for example, I'm good at communicating. I'm good at helping people. I'm good at cooking and doing all the things. I'm good with my eyes and my creativity. I'm good with my analytical skills. And I'm passionate. And I love, for example, building businesses. I love helping businesses. I love consulting. I love working on a marketing team. I would love building campaigns. I love changing things. I love creating. I love doing the things that help move the needle. I love building whatever I love building, you know, and that becomes the bridge to what you're passionate about. Okay, so this is the concept of Ikigai. This becomes your life purpose. This becomes a purpose that you can have in your career. Life purpose is also a very big word, but like having this as an anchor to help you decide and help guide you in what is it am I trying to do with my life? Like, what am I trying to do in my life? What am I trying to accomplish? Well, the Ikigai concept through these 4 components and these 4 bridges would really help you define what are you supposed to be doing. Like, it's going to help you define if you are on the right path. It's going to help you define if you're really not aligned with what you truly want to be doing. And it's going to help you identify a little closer what you should be doing and what you really truly want to be doing. So first things first, what do I love? What is it that I love to do? Bridges to what does the world need? So between what I love and what the world needs, this becomes my mission. This becomes my mission. From what does the world need to what I can get paid for, the bridge between that is my vocation. It's a vocation that you have between what the world needs and what you get paid for. And then what you can get paid for bridges to what you're good at. What am I actually good at? What am I good at? Like, what am I really truly good at that I know I'm good at? Because ladies, we are good at many things. And I know you know. Don't tell me like, do not come here and tell me I'm not good at anything. I don't know what I'm good at. Girl, you know what you're good at. Trust me. Put that on paper. We're putting this in our Ikigai right now. What you can get paid for, what you're good at. That bridge between those 2 big bubbles is your profession. Find something that you are good at that you can get paid for that bridges back to what you love. Passion. From what you are good at to what you love is passion. So these are the 4 bubbles, but the 4 bridges are as important as our 4 bubbles, right? We have passion, we have a mission, we have a vocation, and we have a profession, right? So through my mission, through what I love and what the world needs is my mission. Through what the world needs and what I can get paid for is my vocation. And then what I can get paid for to what I am good at is my profession. And what I'm good at and what I love is my passion. Passion, mission, vocation, and profession. These are bridges that will really help anchor you into building what you truly want to do in your life. Like, let's not fake it. And okay, let me tell you one thing though. When you find your Ikigai, when you find these bridges, when you find your circle, when you find that anchor within you, how can I say this? I think one big thing that we tend to amplify is our dissatisfaction in certain situations. The dissatisfaction we feel in our careers, the dissatisfaction we feel in certain areas of our lives, in our professional lives or in our life purpose will exist. There are times where you are not going to love your mission, vocation, profession, and passion. There are times where that's going to be a pain in the butt because there are things that come with all of this that are not always going to be dandy, but that's part of the game. Like, there is no profession out there, there is no vocation, there is no life purpose out there that is only 100% positive, lovey-dovey. It's so fun, it's amazing, I love it. There are things we're going to do in our profession, in our purpose, in our vocation, in our careers that we are not going to love so much. But those things have to become a small percentage, a small portion of the overall picture, right? It's like, of course, there are things that you are not going to love, but you have to love the bigger picture. You have to love the bigger bucket of what you are doing. And that's when you know you're in the right place, because there's just no 100% I love everything. Even the people you admire, even the people you look up to, even the people that you know, feel like they have it all together and they just look like they're killing it in the game and they're just loving their career. Trust me, there are things that they do not love about what they are doing, but they love the bigger part of what they are doing. So that's really important, okay? Because I don't want you to come at me and be like, Vanessa, you told me that if I find my Ikigai, I'd be really happy, but I don't love this Monday morning. I'll be like, yes, I know, but you're going to love Monday afternoon and you're going to love the rest of the week. And maybe you'll have a hard time on Wednesday morning, but then Wednesday afternoon, you'll be all right because you know that the bigger picture is something that you love to do. So remember, your Ikigai is a guiding force. It's like something that helps you guide you in what you should be doing in your career, what you should be doing in your life, what you should be focused on. And it helps us, you know, find purpose in what we are doing. Find purpose in your job. What do you love to do? I love helping women. I love creating content. I love sharing with you. I love helping businesses. I love doing the things, okay? What does the world need? The world needs guidance. The world needs more openness. The world needs to feel like there's a lot of love. People need tools to feel more confident. People need to grow. People need to self-develop because we're in an area where people want to self-develop. And businesses also want to grow in diversity. Businesses want to grow in their campaigns, in their brands. My mission, helping women in businesses, helping women do business and life and everything in between their way. And my business's mission is bringing purpose and color to business of today. Two missions that come together. Then what can I get paid for? What can I get paid for that's my vocation. What I can get paid for, I can get paid for consulting. I can get paid for doing all the branding. I can get paid for speaking. I can get paid for advertising. I can do the things. I can get paid for that. I can get paid for consulting you and your self-development strategies. I can get paid for that. I can get paid for creating content. I can get paid for these things. That becomes my vocation. What am I good at? Okay. What am I good at becomes my profession. I am good at marketing. I am good at branding. I am good at speaking. I love self-development. And I am good at that. I'm going to be careful because the love is the other part. What am I good at? I'm good at coaching and consulting and developing strategies for women. And I am good at building branding and building consulting and marketing and all these things. These are the things I'm good at. That becomes my profession. And then I'm good at those things, and I love to do all of these things. If I weren't paid for to do it, I'd still do it. That becomes my passion. So this is where the circle comes. This is where everything comes together. And you know what? Like, sometimes we feel like we don't know necessarily what the world needs. We don't know necessarily what all the things need. But you know, ladies, deep down, you know what you love. You know what the world needs. You know what you can get paid for, and you know what you are good at. You know and thus that means that you know what your mission is, you know what your vocation is, you know what your profession is, and you know what your passion is. And it's just a matter of taking the time to look at all these components and bridging and bridging it all together to make sure that you find a solid ikigai that will help guide you in your life's purpose and help guide you in living a purposeful life. I think that's what the ikigai really is. It's helping us get the keys to living a purposeful life, making sure that when I wake up in the morning, I feel purposeful with what I am doing. I feel like I am doing something that matters to me, that helps someone out there that I can get paid for, because we need that money, and I am good at. That's what being purposeful is all about, is making sure that we help others, we're in service of others, but we're also like in service of ourselves, you know what I mean? So that's really, really important. And I am extremely happy to be sharing this concept with you guys today, because it's something that comes up, you know, it's something that when us as women and through womanhood, we're going to have different milestones. We're going to get married. We're going to have babies. We're going to have second babies. We're going to have third babies. We're maybe going to go through different steps and stones. We're going to go through all the changes in our body. And there are going to be things that we're going to like try to figure out. How can we anchor back in? There are going to be times, I should say, that we're going to look for that comfort. We're going to look for that like anchor within ourselves. And that's where the ikigai comes into play, is because we found something that we can be so purposeful about that allows us to anchor back in ourselves, and that allows us to move forward, and that allows us to go through all the different milestones and go through the different steps and go through the different changes and waves that we go through in our lives in a way that is super positive and that feels aligned to us. It's really important to find something in your career, in your life, that really is aligned with you. Okay? So that's very important for me to share that with you, because I know that we will go through different times. We're going to go through different steps. We're going to go through different motions in our lives. And if we don't take care of our own self, like if we don't take care of feeling purposeful, feeling fulfilled, it's going to be a hard one, my ladies. And we don't have time for hard things. Well, we do, because we go through hard things all the time. But let's make sure that our foundation and what we go through is actually super positive. Okay? So let me know, what's your ikigai? Like if you want to drop in the comments, maybe one of the 4 components of your ikigai, I would love to read them. I want to know, I want you to share that with me. And I want you to really do the homework. Really do the homework. I'll put it in the comments where you can really read the different steps of the ikigai, but really think about what you love. Think about what the world needs, your mission. Think about what you get paid for, your vocation. Think about what you are good at, your profession, and bridging that back to your passion. Really think about those things, my ladies, and I'm telling you, it will help you get a clear view on your next steps, and it will also help you get a clear view of if you are in the right place, and if you are not, what should you be doing? Maybe figuring that out would be also a very good next step. Always a joy for me to do all these videos and all these episodes and sharing all these gems. There's just so much more coming. I hope that you will be here with me through the long run and the long ride, because we got a long way to go, and it's a good way. It's a good way up. We're only going up. The only way, I don't know. I was trying to say something really cool right now, but it did not work out. I wanted to say the only way is up. Made no sense. It doesn't matter, my ladies. Thank you so much for being here for this episode. I will see you next week. And as always, if you found a gem, that maybe it could serve a woman out there for you that you know, please share, like, subscribe, and I will be here with you next week, my ladies. Thank you so much, and I